Hi guys, welcome back to the RGL Forza Championships. We've got the Ford RS200 Cup round 5, race 10, the second race of this round, and we're coming to you from the Infineon Raceway. And just like the first race of the round, 3.2 kilometres of the NASCAR layout, and we had a very smooth and fairly uneventful first race. It was just nice, clean, really good racing. Some close battles there, but nothing too spectacular other than Ollie's little spin out. And let's have a look at the reverse grid format. We have DeadX and Ollie running from the front row, followed by Relentless, who had a very bad qualifying, even though he finished a little bit better than some of these guys. His poor qualifying's bumped him up into third, and Zulu on the second row of the grid with him. Rob360 and Blogsy for Start Your Bastard Racing out of 6th place. Eskimo Sammy Joe and Eli finish off on row 4 with a Championship Motorsport 1-2 at the very back of the field this time. They finished the race first and second, Alcimo winning yet again. So they finally got their 1-2, and let's see whether they can replicate this from the back of the grid. And we're all ready, set to go. Lights are on. Always interesting to see what could happen here in these races, and we're off and racing again. Who's off? Looks like Zulu's off to a bad start this time, and so is Eli. So Eli's dropped down to last position here. Zulu out wide, and he's just dropped a whole bunch of spots. I think he's back into 9th from that one. And a little bit of contact there from Ollie 9394 and Relentless. Relentless is off into the bog, but he's managed to get back out in front of a couple of the guys. And SYB are off the track, both of them off the track. Oh, I'd like to see a replay of that one there. Both of them back into last positions. And Rob360 losing it. Just managed to handle it. And Eli, look at that. A very big move there on the inside. Capitalising there on the other drivers having to be a little bit more cautious with a fishtailing Technic Performance driver in front of them. And just going around 3 wide through this turn. This could end in disaster here. Oh, 2 wide, and now Alcimo has just been tapped by Relentless. Gee, what? Oh, that just happens. Every reverse grid always offers up plenty of drama at the very start. And DeadX is just flying along there with Ollie 9394 not too far behind in second. And he actually might be, looks like Rob might be trying for a dive on the inside, and he has, so it's a very clean move there. All going for a switch back by Ollie, and he has. Rob might lose a few positions there. No, he's got a bit of traction. He's taking that very wide. And he might even have Ollie here. Yeah, he does. So Eli onto the back of the Movie Madness driver. Beshi losing a little bit here. And he's gone sideways on the track here. Contact twice now. A couple of hits. I think there's been some more there off camera. So HD Motorsport from first place into probably last by the look of it. Eli Choco with the quickest lap there with a 1:26. That's about 4 seconds slower than the standing lap from Alcimo in the the first race of the round. So Rob360, as he does plenty of times in the reverse grid races, hitting the front. If he can maintain this for a win, that would be a fantastic result for him. And we have Alcimo right up on the back of Relentless again after being spun around. So that little incident with DeadX just around first corner has really bunched some of the field up, and some people have paid dearly for that. And Rob360 going a bit wide there, and he's straight into the pit lane, and that is followed by Pistol Fit, so that leaves Eskimo out in the lead. It might even be Blogsy. I'll have to have a look at that. So we've got about 5 in the pit lane at this stage. So how these cars shuffle out is going to be very interesting. So that is Eskimo Sammy Joe leading the drivers through, with Alcimo coming right up and see it very wide by Eskimo. He might still claim this, and Alcimo with the next fastest lap there. No, he's lost that position. Alcimo into the lead, and Relentless right up on the back of Eskimo. So Eskimo is just struggling a little bit here. As we take a look, let's see what's happened with some of this mayhem. So this is on board with Alcimo. There's Relentless side by side, and it looks hard to call, but it looks as though Alcimo probably could have given Relentless a bit of room instead of taking the straight line. They were side by side. And here we are, just a replay now. This is the instant where Beshy's gone off, and I believe the other contact is just here with Blog. There you go. So Eli's just come back onto the track and collected Blogsy, and Blogsy's off into the wall. And this on board with Eli. So just sort of tried to pull out away from Dead X, and then got tapped from behind by Blogsy. So a little bit of a meltdown with a few of the drivers in those situations. That is bound to happen. So Eskimo out on his own now. Looks as though Alcimo's peeled off into the pit lane along with Relentless. And this is back with Rob 360 and Pistol Fit, so you might actually see where these guys come out, because there's Alcimo, you can just see up in the distance Alcimo and Relentless in pit lane, so we'll actually hopefully see where they all slot in. And they're coming around the corner nice and fast there. There's Alcimo, so Rob's actually managed to stay in front there, so that's some outstanding driving and Pistol Fit all over the back of his teammate, with Relentless falling behind. So I'm not sure what's happened there. They've obviously lost a bit of time through those couple of laps, but anyway, it's a great result for Rob 360, but he is going to get hounded now by Alcimo. If you can just hold him off and maintain track position, this could all work in his favour. Oh, he's just gone a little bit wide there. This is going to probably set him up for a bad run through the next couple of corners. He's defending pretty well, but he's going to lose a little bit of momentum and probably lose a bit of rhythm. And there he's sort of sliding sideways there. That's given Alcimo an opportunity. He's up on the inside. And Alcimo has managed to get past. Now Pistol Fit's turn to try and make a move on the Technic Performance driver. He's on the inside here under brakes. He might have him here, and he does. Rob 360 very much the gentleman of drivers when it comes to passing on the inside. They're always giving drivers a bit of room. It'd be nice to see that happen every time when they know that, when you know you've lost a spot. And he's just gone a bit wide here, hit some dirt with his partner coming up behind him. Eskimo's managed to maintain the lead. He was in the pit lane. He's come out back in. He's managed to jump Alcimo, so he must have put in some pretty good laps as he headed into the pit lane, but he's got him all over the back of him. Alcimo just trying to find a way past Blogsy with the next fastest lap of 1:21.310, so still almost 2 seconds off the pace we saw from the first race. Now as we have a look at the 9394 Studios leaderboard, we're on lap 5. And Blogsy out in the lead at the moment. He was a fair way behind, so he'll probably get passed by most of these guys that have been in the pit lane. Alcimo up 7 places from last position, along with Pistol Fit up 6 from 9th. And Relentless down a couple. Eli up 1, and Zulu and Ollie 9394 losing a crap load of spots, I have to say. And DeadX probably we'll find has dropped the most there. He did start from front row of the grid. There he goes, down 9 spots. So concentrate now on this little battle for the lead. Eskimo Sammy Joe doing very well to hold off Alcimo, given his pace from the first race of the round. Doing very well. Let's have a look at the replay here. This is Zulu. So he's pretty much copied exactly what Ollie did in the other race, but just a couple more spins, and he's and that has he's just caused some pain for his partner there. I think he was trying to get off the racing line, and it looks as though Ollie was trying to get past him off the racing line, and last second lunge across to avoid contact, and he spun out. So that's dropped Zulu back into 9th position and about 3 or 4 seconds off his partner. So a little bit of a momentary lapse of concentration from Zulu, and his whole team suffered for it. But look at this. This is great racing between these two. Eskimo will be pushing as hard as he can. His focus is going to be absolutely intense, and he's moved in for a defensive line here into the final turn. If he can pull the car up, Alcimo's Oh, he's almost got around him on the outside. A little bit of a tap's probably just saved Eskimo from losing that position. And Elsimo, now he's going for a fight on the other side. It's very hard going through here. It's very narrow and you've got walls either side. Very bold move to try and do that. Look at this bumper to bumper. This is just brilliant. Massive concentration required here. Pistol Fit's starting to range up on the back of them now with all this battle. They're starting to lose time. This could get very interesting with 3 cars fighting it out. Now Elsimo's just got all the pace in the world, but last lap Eskimo's just got to hold on. He's just got to make his car seem like the widest car in the world to hold this position and take out, I believe, his first win in the RS200s. And he's still got a good line through there. He's got a good exit, but centimetres between the 2 cars here. This just sort of shows the skill level and the ability of some of the drivers in the RGR Forza Championship Series, and it makes you pretty proud to be a part of it when you can have racing like this just about every time we get out on track. Last tricky turn, I should say. There's one more turn to go, and Elsimo's just lost his traction there, so I don't think he's going to quite get Eskimo here. He's still on the back of him here. It's going to be very close. And oh, and there you go, Eskimo. Congratulations on his first win. Elsimo not even a second behind, followed by Pistol Fit. What a race. And you can just imagine the sense of relief on Eskimo there. All that concentration required to maintain that position. He's earned himself a win for that. Well done. So there you go. It was, he got about 200ths of a second separating them, and Pistol Fit just over a second behind those guys. So there's only a couple of seconds separating the top 3 and less than 10 seconds between the top 5, so a very close race all up. And just looking at the championship standings now, and you can see Eskimo has jumped up into second. This is due to Beshi actually missing out. I haven't mentioned that, but the person that had the best chance of fighting Elsimo for the championship has missed this round and therefore dropped right back in the field. But as mentioned, Elsimo is a commanding lead with 2 races to go. We hope to see you then in probably about 3 weeks for the final round of the RS200 Cup. And if you want to know any more, just visit www.regionalgamersleague.com or see us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Thank you for watching.